Hello everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flow, so find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in a nice comfy seat. You might place your hands on your knees, in your lap, wherever is comfortable for you. But close your eyes. Let's take a nice big breath in, lengthening through your spine. And a big breath out. Let your shoulders fall from your ears and take another big breath in and out. And one more nice deep inhale. And let it go. Feel free to keep your eyes closed, but we're just going to move our hands to the ground beside us. And taking a big inhale, start to reach your right arm out to the side and then up above you. You could walk your left hand over towards the left side, but I want you to push into your fingertips or maybe to your entire palm to try to lift your chest back up once it starts to lean over. And then stretch, reach with your right arm. Feel this all the way from your hip to your fingertips. Take just one more breath here and then use an inhale to find your way back up. Rest your hands beside you, lengthen your spine, and then inhale. The left arm out to the side and up above you. Maybe your right hand walks a little further away, but then push into it. Lift the chest. Reach, stretch, breathe. Stay for just one more breath here. And then use an inhale to find your way back up through center. Nice, you guys. If you feel like you need a shoulder roll, take it. We're going to do the same thing, but I want you just to turn your chest towards the right knee a little bit. Your hands might come now at an angle, or maybe your left hand is on your knee, but you're going to reach your right arm up and over, but just a little bit out to the side and behind you a little bit this time. Just a little twist, perhaps, but if your left hand wants to leave your knee so that you can push into it and lift your chest back up when it starts to kind of relax down. Reach and stretch. Use an inhale to find your way back up. Turn your chest slowly so that it faces the left knee. And inhale, the left arm can reach up. You can push into those right fingertips, maybe on your knee, maybe on the floor in front of your knee, and just stretch. Awesome, you guys. A little different, a little weird. Different angle. Use an inhale to come back and then turn your chest to face forwards. If you feel like you need a shoulder roll, take it, and then we can meet in tabletop on our hands and knees. We're going to continue on with the side body a little bit here. So I want you to find your tabletop and then reach your arms out in front. Start to walk our hands over towards the left side, probably off of your mat. Create some nice length through your right arm and then try to drop your chest down as low as it wants to go. Feel the stretch through the right arm, through the shoulder, the side body. And then use an inhale to gently lift back up. Walk your hands back to the middle and then all the way over to the right side, probably off of your mat. Feel this stretch through the left arm and shoulder as you let your chest get heavy. Take a breath. Nice work, you guys. Use an inhale, lift up, walk your hands back to the middle, and then all the way in under your shoulders. So you're just in a nice tabletop. Maybe give your hips a gentle rock side to side. But we can tuck our toes and lift on up into downward facing dog. Pushing into the palms, sending your hips nice and high. Maybe pedal your feet a couple times, kind of wake up the legs. Feel some love through your ankles. You might even give your shoulders a little sway side to side if it feels good to add some movement in. But let's stay for just another breath. And then use an inhale to look forwards. Exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Using an inhale, lift your upper body halfway, lengthening through your spine. Exhale as you fold, bend your knees, pause here in your forward fold. Breathe. Slow down. Maybe a little movement, a little sway, maybe forwards and back or side to side. And then I want you to bend your knees as much as you can so that your hands are touching the ground in front of you. If this doesn't work, feel free to stay in your forward fold a little longer. We're going to meet back here. But if you are able to plant your hands and then bend your knees a whole lot more, maybe you can try to sit back on your heels, but then you might also just pop up for a second and balance, and then it's over. You can bring your hands back down, drop your heels as you lengthen your legs back into your forward fold, and then everybody inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale to come all the way up to standing. Reach up. Exhale, lower your arms down to your sides. Roll your shoulders back and down. Stay standing here for a moment. Maybe pick your toes up. Try to spread them wide. Maybe even wiggle them around a little bit. And then you can drop your toes and then maybe start to float the heels, only if it feels good to do so. You can go as high as you want to go with those heels. Strengthen those ankles. If the heels are lifted any amount, drop them down. Lift your toes, maybe wiggle them a moment. If your shoulders have found your ears again, roll them back and down. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, let's fold forwards. Inhale, take your half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step all the way back into downward dog. And let's bring our feet together, our big toes together. I want you to pop your heels up as high as they want to go. Push into the balls of your feet and into your toes. And maybe you'll keep your heels hovering, but just start to bend your knees. Push into the balls of the feet and slowly lower your knees all the way down to your mat. If they want to rest, let them rest, but you can start to walk your hands towards your knees, and maybe you are in a toe squat. Sit back on your heels, feel that nice stretch through your toes, and then come right back down. Walk your hands a little further away, and let's get ready to find our downward dog as we slowly try to lift those knees. You can keep your heels up and then let them drop down. Maybe lift your toes, take an inhale, look forwards, exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forwards and pause in your forward fold, or plant your hands, start to bend your knees, lower your hips. Feel free to keep your hands down, but if it feels like you want to float, you want to balance, you can lift up and then it's over. Hands down, heels down, lengthen your legs, find your forward fold. Everybody inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, let's find our way all the way up to standing. You could start to float your heels if you wanted to. Reaching up. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides. Maybe your heels are still lifted, and then drop them down. Roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, find a half lift. And exhale, we're going to fold, plant our hands, take just your left foot back this time, and then lower your knee down, sinking into your hips. You can even untuck your toes, rest on the top of your back foot. Find that left hip flexor. Relax your shoulders. You can keep your hands down. You could lift your chest if you wanted to. But still in that lunge, if your left arm is free and available, give it a big reach out to the side, maybe a lean over as well, and feel that stretch all the way from your hip to your fingertips. Let an inhale bring you up. If you're off to the side, leaning, if your left arm's lifted, let it fall too. Bring your hands, both of them back down. Tuck your back toes under. Maybe pick your knee up. We're going to find our downward facing dog. Bringing your feet together, lift your heels nice and high, slowly bending your knees to come all the way down perhaps. And if I'm going a little too fast, take your time. I'm just going into a toe squat, so some of you might want to skip this part. But if your hands walk back towards your knees, maybe take a seat on your heels, and then it's all over. Walk your hands back, lift your knees slowly up into your down dog. Drop those heels down towards the floor. Take an inhale to look forwards. Exhale, walk up to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's come all the way up to standing. Reach up. If you want to float your heels, balance. Exhale, let your arms fall. Maybe keep your heels lifted. And a big inhale to reach up again. Exhale, let's fold forwards. You can let your heels come down as you fold. Stay here in your forward fold or start to bend your knees, lower your hips, maybe lift up for a quick moment. And then come right back down. Lift up into your forward fold. Awesome job, you guys. Inhale. Take a half lift. Exhale. Fold. Plant your hands. Your right foot's going to come back into your lunge. Let your knee come down. Rest on the top of that back foot if you'd like. Sink into your hips. Nice work, you guys. I didn't want you to think too hard today, so if I was moving a little quick there, it's only because I didn't want you to feel any pressure to do anything that didn't feel right for you. You didn't have enough time to think about whether you wanted to do it or not. So if you want to lift up, you can lift up. If that right arm is free and available, take an inhale, reach it out to the side, add a lean over towards the left. Feel that awesome stretch from your hip to your fingertips. Let an inhale bring you back so you're centered. Your arms, your hands can come down if they are lifted. You could tuck your back toes, maybe lift your knee up. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Feet together, heels high, high, high. Slowly bend your knees. Lower them all the way down, except this time, we're not going to find a toe squat. We're going to bring our knees out really wide, and we're going to untuck our toes. So resting on the top of our feet in a lovely child's pose. Rest your forehead. Lower your chest. Slow down your breath. Beautiful, you guys. Let's use an inhale to lift back up. You might take a moment to sit on your heels, lengthening through your spine, closing your eyes. Let your shoulders fall from your ears. We're going to stay seated. If you don't want to sit on your heels, you can sit cross-legged. I want your arms to be free and available. Well, you're going to reach our arms out in front. Thumbs can point down. Cross your right hand over top of the left. Squeeze your palms together. Maybe stay here or drop your hands to your belly. Maybe pull them up towards your chin. Feeling the wrist, feeling the forearm. Let your shoulders fall from your ears again. And if your hands are up by your chin, slowly bring them down to your belly and then out in front. Let go of your hands from one another. If you really felt that, you could add a little wrist massage, forearm massage in quick before we switch sides. No rush, but reach out, thumbs down, left over the right this time. Interlace those fingers, bring your palms together as best you can. Drop your hands to your belly, maybe pull them up towards the chin. Take a breath. Nice job, you guys. Let your hands come back down. If they're up, send them out, let them go. Add in a wrist massage or a forearm massage. And then if you were sitting on your heels there and you wanted to give your ankles a bit of a shake, you can. But we are going to just lay down on our backs. So find your way onto your back. Maybe bring your knees into your chest. Maybe adding a gentle rock side to side, massaging the low back. Try to drop it down if it is hovering. Just feel the connection of the back of your head all the way down your spine to your low back. Feel that connection with the ground beneath you. You can keep your knees bent, or you could find some length through your legs, sending your feet up higher. You might even be able to add a gentle rock of the legs side to side and continue to massage the low back. Maybe not. If you did find some length through your legs though, bend your knees again. You can let them fall over towards the left side for a twist. Let's use an inhale to bring our knees back up. Over to the other side. And letting another big inhale, bring your knees up again out of your twist. Your knees might find your chest again, or your feet might stay down, but if you want to add a couple more rocks of the knees, massage the low back a few more times or for a little bit longer. You might start to send your legs out long as well, or maybe make a diamond shape with your legs. And just find a comfy place. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Staying here for as long as you have time for today. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, namaste.